Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Todd. This is Reaction Stream. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. If this is your 80th time here, welcome back. I appreciate you being here, of course. As always, we got 5 amazing member requested videos for you today. Looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. This is a great way to end. Thought Spotify was playing. Welcome in, Luke. This is a great way to end the week, kick off your weekend. So I'm glad you're spending the time with me. And as always, we have timestamps available down below in the video description when this is posted to YouTube. If you're watching this currently on YouTube, go ahead and check it out. But if you too would like to request videos to be played on stream, you certainly can. ToddReacts.com. The season tier is one of the requesting tiers, and the series tier as well. So go ahead and check those respective tiers out. And while you're there, go ahead and check out the merch collection as well. Available for limited time only, 15% off for members. And ships worldwide, of course. Very inclusive sizing, lots of different colors to choose from. So I'm sure you'll find something that fits you and fits your style and all that good stuff. I'm wearing the graphic tee, as you see over here. So that's the back, that's the front. And I'm wearing it in the olive variety. So go ahead and check that out. Accessories, these top 6 are brand new to the store. There's the top 3. There's the bottom 3. I got one of them right in front of me. This is the Script double wall tumbler. Keeps your hands dry, keeps your drink cold. I got my water here, so I'm ready to go for stream. And of course, the other items as well. These are from previous collections that have been released, well, a couple of years, I guess. A couple of years. This is the Rocks glass. It's got a nice little energy drink in there. Should keep me going because it has been a long week. I'm sure it has for you as well. And if it hasn't, I'm jealous. And then we have a nice pint glass as well, the Todd Reacts pint glass. Very well made. Hand wash only, of course. It does have the graphics on the front, as you can see there. But got a nice little ice-cold apple juice in there. It's a little darker than normal apple juice. I don't know why that is. But we'll go ahead and get started here. So check that out. If you're already there on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Over 14,200 of you have already hit this button right here. So go ahead and hit it if you haven't already. Over 1,100 videos in the backlog. So you got some videos to watch, indeed. What's going on, Jace? Welcome in. So go ahead and check out the YouTube channel if you're watching live via Twitch and haven't seen it before. It is a thing. It is definitely a thing. And last but certainly not least, the wonderful, the all-powerful, the all-knowing Discord. Decided to put a little pizzazz there, a little transition to it. The Discord is available for free. The link is everywhere. The event here, as you can see, it says we're live, and we are. We are live right now, so it is accurate. A little late today, but it's unfortunate. But it does take a while to set everything up, and 259 members. We are so close to 260. Will you be number 260? Will you be our 260? Join us. Join the conversation. Put in your input and all that good stuff. It's like the YouTube comments, but better, because you can have photos, you can have videos, you can have music, you can have anything. Like, it's really wonderful. So go ahead and join. As you can see, we have a bunch of fandom channels for you to talk about and join and meet people who are into what you're into. It's just awesome. It's really cool. And of course, we have some community pages as well. So go ahead and check that out today. So let's get down to it. What do we got today? What are the member requested videos, you may ask? Well, you've probably seen the title, so it's spoilers. The title is spoilers, basically. But we're going to start off with a Madame Secretary edit, specifically Tia Leone, and Tim Daly. How they met each other on the set and literally married each other. So there's that. Something worked out, which is amazing. Then we have One Tree Hill TikTok edits after that. And then we're going to do a Brian and Justin video from the show Queer as Folk. And then we have from the U.S. version, I believe. U.S., Canadian? Which version is it? I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head. I think it's U.S., right? Outlander, TikTok edits after that. That should be interesting. I've heard a lot of good things about Outlander. I've never actually seen it before. It is the U.S. version. Thank you, Jace. And then we will wrap up stream and kick off your, hopefully, wonderful weekend with JoongDunk. Out of context. Oh, boy. So let's go ahead and jump into that. My weekend is unfortunately going to be full of cleaning the old apartment. Everything's moved. Yay! You know, it finally happened. Everything was moved over. Took forever. Lots of trips. Wow. The past 3-4 weekends have just been brutal. Brutal. But happily going to be done with it this weekend and turn in the keys and all that stuff. So looking forward to it. And next weekend I can finally afford to give some time to the background here and finally put something nice. But for now, we deal with the gradient. Otherwise, it would just be green, I guess, or whatever. But put for October requests that you don't have to be Halloween videos. Yeah, right? Oh, it should be interesting. We might get some Halloween spooky videos for October, but we might not. Who knows? It's up to you all, right? But let's go ahead and jump into the first one. It is Téa Leoni and Tim Daly, The Love of My Life. Literally, they found the love of their life, which is just impressive. Super impressive, actually. Outlander's spin-off prequel came out a few weeks ago. Nice. And we'll get a second season. Outlander's getting an 8th and final season. Cool. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. The Love of My Life and the actual actors here. Not the characters, the actors.
Great part. It's a successful show, and I found the love of my life. And, you know, there's a lot of good things that happened from that.
And years later, and Madam Secretary's done now, and all's good.
Yeah, all's good.
Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your
So crazy.
eyes. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade. Oh, your halo.
We all go home and get in bed and snuggle up with something.
What are you keeping as a souvenir from the set?
Téa Leoni.
Oh my God. Wow. Imagine your one true pairing from the show turns out to be married in real life from the show. Like, what? Too many people would be like freaking out over that. Like, imagine, whatever show that you like, whatever show that you're into, that the people that you are pushing for and you want to see together literally end up together in real life while the show is going on. What? That's crazy. That's really cool. Good for them. That's very nice. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. Let's go ahead and pull up some information on Madam Secretary. Amazing. It's one of the few Hollywood stories that kind of worked out. Obviously, everybody remembers Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie getting together. What was that, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Téa Leoni, American actress. Early in her career, she starred in the television sitcoms Flying Blind, The Naked Truth. Her breakout role was the '95 film Bad Boys, which led to leading parts in Deep Impact, The Family Man, Jurassic Park 3. I definitely remember Deep Impact. Family Man, Nick Cage, right? Nicolas Cage. Jurassic Park 3, I remember that. Spanglish with Adam Sandler, yes. Fun with Dick and Jane is probably my favorite thing she's ever been in. Obviously, I've not seen the full show of Madam Secretary. I've seen some edits, of course, reacted to. But by far the thing that I know her from is Fun with Dick and Jane. It is such a funny Jim Carrey movie. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Okay, she was in the show from 2014 to 2019. She was married to David Duchovny before. Interesting. I did not know that. In 1988, was cast as one of the stars of Angels 88, an updated version of the 70s show Charlie's Angels. After production delays, the show never aired. Oh, God. Can you imagine? Like one of your first roles just never airs. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, she was cast on a soap opera first. Made her film debut, small role in the comedy Switch. And later played another small part in A League of Their Own. Tom Hanks, yep. She appeared on Frasier, spinoff from Cheers. Very cool. Began dating Tim Daly, her co-star, in 2014. Both alumni of the Putney School. Oh, they went to the same independent high school, private school. Married in July 12th, 2025, so this year in New York during an intimate family wedding. Cool. UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. An asteroid was named after her. Wait, what? An asteroid was named after her. As a performer who dated someone in the same acting class as them, I know all too well it doesn't always end up well. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It was going to be Rachel on Friends, but she turned it down. I'm sorry, what? That's wild. That is wild. Oh, yeah, she was offered the role of Rachel Green on the hit sitcom Friends, which she turned down in favor of The Naked Truth, which only lasted like 2 seasons? 3 seasons. 7 of them, 7 episodes unaired. Oy. That's brutal. Brutal. Oh, no. You know what, though? I'm kind of glad. Jennifer Aniston was perfect for that role. Tim Daly, best known as Joe Hackett on the NBC sitcom Wings. Oh, my gosh. Drug-addicted screenwriter J.T. Dolan on The Sopranos. Starred in Private Practice. I remember that. Also the voice for Clark Kent Superman in Superman the Animated Series. He's done some voice acting work. Several animated Superman movies. Wow. Had some theater work early in his career. Married for a long time previously. Yeah, I remember Wings. That's so long ago. Oh my gosh. I was one of those where you just kind of forget it was even made. But during the time that it was on, you would watch it from time to time. Guest starred as himself on Monk. Speaking of Friends, returned to Broadway when he reappeared on stage opposite David Schwimmer. Obviously, Ross Geller from Friends. Small world. Things worked out for her? Absolutely. It definitely did. That's lucky because, it seems like if you make the wrong decision in Hollywood, it can bite you, potentially. Tie the knot with close family by their side. This July. Pretty amazing, huh? 120 episodes. Finale aired late 2019. Said their approach to work was a very similar approach. We both take it very seriously. We both work really hard. We both want to have a lot of fun, he said at the same time. Knowing that one of the things that attracted them to the show was the family element. Seeing behind the curtain into the family was really important to everybody there, especially Taya and me. So we worked really hard on making this aspirational relationship have some truth to it. I think once we found that common ground and worked so hard and had so much fun, I don't think anything could get in the way of that. We're both professional actors, and I don't think we're going to let our private stuff get in the way of what we do when we're at work. They had been quietly dating since the summer of 2014. Well, that's one way to portray a strong family unit. Literally be one. Made their first red carpet debut together in April 2015. White House Correspondents' Dinner. Leone was previously married to David Duchovny for 17 years. They have 2 kids. He was married for a long time with 2 kids. Wow. They're both very much in the same position. It's pretty impressive that they found each other. How they went from co-stars to real-life partners. Well, I have some guesses. I have a couple guesses. Actors first sparked romance rumors in July 2014 when Leone was seen in the audience at a play Daly was starring in. She finalized her divorce from David Duchovny the following August after separating 3 years prior. That's a sign. They were married for 17 years and shared 2 kids. December of that year, they confirmed they were dating. 2 have remained largely out of the public eye, particularly after their hit drama ended in 2019. After a decade together, the couple tied the knot July of this year. He was married for 26 years previously. In February 2020, he wished his accomplice a happy birthday on Instagram. Happy birthday to the kindest, smartest, most beautiful woman I've ever known. You're all heart. You have all of mine times infinity. They met on the set, of course. Played her husband. He played. She wants to work hard. She wants to have fun. We have a really good time. I've gotten along with plenty of people, but the chemistry sucked. And I've hated people where the chemistry's great. It's much better if you get along and the chemistry's good. I mean, that checks out. I never knew how to say Duchovny before. Yeah. I only know that because of watching so much like X-Files stuff. And I was really into Californication on Showtime, I think it was the channel here in the U.S. I think it was on Showtime. Super funny, very wild. They attended the same boarding school. Years apart. Well, that makes sense. Okay. So they do have kind of like a shared like history in a way. Different time, of course, but they can relate on that level. She's a person like me, No. Are you all a person like me? Like a lot of people who have gone to that school, including my own daughter, who can be perfectly happy sleeping in a wet sleeping bag on a stone floor or staying in a fancy hotel. She's not a whiner. Wait a minute. What? That is a private school in Vermont. It's very hoity-toity. Guaranteed. I'm glad they're both grounded, I suppose. Confirmed the relationship in 2014. Boy, they keep bringing up David Duchovny, don't they? It's like a keyword. They're just trying to get hits so people get their article. Cast and crew were supportive of their relationship. That's awesome. Nobody really knew. Excuse me? Wait, what? Supportive of their relationship. Nobody really knew. You don't want to go to your boss and be like, hey, so who are you dating? So now I think we're all really protective. Tim's the best. They're really good together. Well, that's nice. Series creator echoed this sentiment. Quote, they're the most perfect couple, and it really is a wonderful thing to have been a part of. I don't know if I can take credit for it, though. Hey, you know what? Maybe a little. Both activists, UNICEF. Got married in 2025. Surrounded by only their immediate family. Daly described Leone as a cool girl. I was like, that's a cool girl. Like, she's a no BSer. She's here to do this acting work also. She's not thinking about her position or anything like that. He also assured fans of their show that the real-life relationship is much better than the on-screen romance. Dang, okay. That's good to know. Happy to hear it. It should be, of course, because the words that you're saying in the show are not yours, of course. So that's good to hear. It's really wonderful. Truly is. Like the fact that, you know, we obviously gossip tabloids, you know, TMZ, People Magazine, is it the Mirror in the UK? Something like that? The Mirror, Daily Mail, something like that. That's very gossipy and whatnot. Celebrity news. Page 3 or whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, that stuff exists because historically, celebrities don't exactly have the greatest relationships ever. So it's nice to see and it's nice to hear of when they're successful. I'm going to skirt around one that, you know, a couple of years ago kind of came out and people were like, ooh, that's not as good as we thought it was. I'm going to just drive right around that one. But it's nice to see. It's nice to hear. I know Denzel Washington has a great marriage. So that's good. But it is a small world, and they seem to date each other. So I don't know. I think the ones that typically last a little bit longer, just from the high-profile ones, are the ones that don't date other industry people, like other actors, other singers, if they're a singer. They usually go either like crew or just somebody else in a different field completely. Those are usually the ones that are a bit better, which is odd because when we look at you know, other parts of the world, certainly we've been talking a lot about BL couples and stuff like that. I've said before, and I'll say it again, I think it's kind of interesting how they can be in the same industry, be in the same profession, and kind of relate on that level. Like it it gives you a nice like shared struggle. They know the ups and downs of the day, and they can relate on pretty much everything that you're going through, and that can be nice, like therapeutic kind of thing. The Sun, the Daily Mail, and the Star. Page 3 is the Sun. Okay. I don't know why page 3 came to mind, but it just did. Apparently, the celebrity tabloid industry started because of Elizabeth Taylor and her on-set affair with equally married Richard Burton. Interesting. I probably know of Liz Taylor more just from, I don't know if anybody else has seen this or, cared to see it. But it was that big epic movie, Cleopatra. It's like 4.5 hours long. It's crazy. It's a huge production. It literally has a halfway intermission to it. I don't know why I watched it. I think I was just like, you know what? It was during the pandemic. It was during lockdown. And I was like, I got time to burn. And I was like, you know what? People know that movie. It's well known, and it's crazy long. It's like one of the longest movies ever. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to watch it. I thought it was pretty good. Way too long, but pretty good. That's where I know Elizabeth Taylor from. I will say I'm glad you put Outlander almost last because of the content warnings I mentioned. Yeah, absolutely. That's the movie with the affair and so much behind the scenes drama. Indeed. Yeah, and it cost like a fortune too. I think it was like the most expensive movie at the time. Budget delays, like shooting delays, all that stuff. Like it was just not. I think it was, 1963. Estimated production cost totaling $31 million in 1963. Not counting the $5 million spent on aborted British shoot. So they shot other scenes in the UK, I guess, and just threw them out. The film became the most expensive. Oh my gosh. Most expensive film ever made up to that point and nearly bankrupted the studio. Cost of distribution, print, advertising, and expenses added another $13 million. Oh my God. Oh. But the good news is they made a decent amount. So they made it back, which is good. Film initially lost money because of its production and marketing costs, totaling $44 million, which in today's money is over $450 million. That was last year. $450 million in 1963. Oh my gosh. Crazy. It's 243 minutes long, which is just insane. Truly insane. Anyway, good grief. Nothing like a scandal to employ drama-obsessed gossip writers? Absolutely. They live for it. It gets clicks, right? Especially nowadays, it's clicks. I guess back then it was subscriptions, I suppose, or just grabbing it at the grocery store, convenience store, whatever. I've seen parts, but my ADHD has prevented a full watch. Oh my gosh. It felt, you know what? It was like watching Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, but worse because it wasn't enjoyable. Like it was enjoyable. It just didn't have that, like, it didn't suck you in like Lord of the Rings. It wasn't as gripping. It wasn't as action packed. Like it was very slow, very slow. So 4 hours felt like 6 hours, as opposed to Lord of the Rings Extended Edition where like, oh, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad at all. It's like 2.5 hours. Meanwhile, you've been sitting there for 3.5 hours. Like, it was slow. Very slow. I can't blame you. It was one of those things where I just did just to say I did it, basically. I saw the most expensive movie ever made at that time. What's funny is it's more expensive than a lot of movies coming out today, like Marvel movies. That's the crazy part. That is the crazy part. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It is One Tree Hill TikTok edits number 5. Number 5. Here we go. It's been a while since we've been in Tree Hill. We got Naily front and center. I see it.
Here's all you really need to know about today. If you're fat, dumb, sexual, and a guy, you're okay. If you're a girl, not so much. Why does everybody lie? You know, the bad guys lie
Damn, Brooke.
to get in your bed, and the good guys lie to get in your heart. And I'm the idiot that falls for it every time. Girls just want somebody to want them back. At least I do. That's what I'm afraid of. Not being enough. Not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough. I just don't understand why I'm so sad when I'm so young and this great thing is happening for me. Because I know what it feels like to have your heart broken. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I was sitting there at a perfectly decent party, like I have 1,000 times before, and maybe for the first time, I just felt like I was meant for something more, you know? Trust me, you can go after what you want and still be a girl. I am who I am. No excuses. I was so insecure when I was with Peyton. And this whole thing just reminded me that I don't want to be that girl again. I won't be. Truth is, I don't really like to think about college. Because that means high school's over. And I'll have to start all over. Alone. Sure.
Dang. That one hits. That one hits. Ooh. That's very interesting. It's very poignant. A lot of people have, when they go to university, a lot of people have that feeling of like homesickness and, you know, people look back on high school. It might not have been the best. High school is never amazing. Sometimes it is, but for most people, it's kind of But it's a simple time. It's a simple time. I kind of look back on those years. I look back at high school and I go, that was the simplest time. You're living at home, usually. You know, you got no bills or anything like that. You don't even have to like cook really. Like it is very childlike in a way. Then you get to university and you know, you get a little bit more responsibility. You get a little bit more on your plate. You got to do things. You got to show up to class. You got to, you know, make sure you study, and it's on you. Like you could technically never go to class and they would just take your money and go, yep, thanks. Now, eventually they might kick you out because of poor grades, but you could literally choose to just never go, which I will admit I might have done a couple times. I might have done it a couple times. Typically do the night before. Yeah, that was about the only times I decided not to go. Or maybe I was like really sick, and then that doesn't count. But it really, you know, you get a little bit more dose of reality, real life. And then you leave that, and then you're just kind of thrown out into the wilderness. That's the one thing I do. I look back on college or university and I go, I was pretty amazing. And then I look back at high school and I go, that was more amazing. It might not have been the greatest experience, but life was easy. Life was super easy, for me at least, in high school. It's show up to school, do moderately okay if you just want to get by, and then you graduate and you're done. Like that was largely it. Weren't fighting for anything or anything like that. Like it was very simple. Just go to school, do some homework, pass some of the tests, and you'll get a degree. Like that was it. College, you can't really do that as much. Can't really do that as much. And in the real world, I mean, there's no holds barred. You're just kind of out there. And if you don't do anything, you're not going to have a good time. Like that is what my reduction of those school years are. So yeah, that's very interesting.
Lonely sometimes.
Good points.
That's hard, but I guess that's a price
It
you
is
pay for
basically
figuring out what you really want, right? You know, I have my clothing line, and I have my friends, and I have me. And I'm not such bad company. I know moving on.
Brooke was ahead of her time with clothing.
I guess I'm just scared. You know, high school's safe, and I'm not sure I'm ready for the real world. That life kicks you around sometimes. It scares you and it beats you up. But there's a day when you realize that you're not just a survivor. You're a warrior.
Oh, okay. Rephrasing. What's up with the part-time girlfriend stuff?
I'll keep you posted.
Oh, gee, thanks. Okay, well, how hard can one test be? I am to the girl after all.
The amount of Teen Choice Awards Chad Michael Murray won is crazy. He was everything to teenage girls back then. Everybody has Poster. Which is weird because I don't think I knew of anybody that had like photos of Nathan's character in their locker or anything like that, but I remember seeing Lucas in people's lockers at school. All right, Dan, that's a little bit of an arc.
I don't want to see you lose your dream.
I've heard from you all that Dan does have a redemption arc.
She's right.
Tough to believe when you first watch the first couple episodes.
I'm never letting go of her.
Oh, okay, so let me get this straight. You're the one with goals and dreams, and the only thing I want, apparently, is you back. I'm not that desperate, Nathan.
Ooh. That was well played.
You've been my missing piece, so why aren't you missing me? Guess I'm in less than I thought.
Really want to learn, I can help you.
It's great. All right.
I have two conditions. One, Lucas does not find out, okay? Ever.
All right, fine. Right.
What's your name? Kaylee. How long has she been pregnant? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh. Second medic.
When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes. I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare.
Oh, just so familiar, baby. What do you call it? Stupid. Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. But there's a cuter word for it. I know.
Dang. Shots fired. I don't know if I like the Lucas 8. I don't know if I like it.
You were responsible for raising the woman that changed my entire world. I'll never forget that, Lydia. Ever. Thank you for saying yes.
Wow.
Don't you sit in front of me, wait for me to talk. You can call me up. The phone works two ways, you know this time. And I think that I'll be just fine. And I wish I could say the same thing. I do.
The maturity on Nathan's crazy. Like, how he treated Peyton initially, totally different dude.
Somebody has a gun inside of
The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get at me. What do we need dreams for? When you got them dreams, what do we need?
Thirst traps initiated.
This bitch in this place. I feel so lucky. You wanna hug me? What rhymes with hug me?
There's blood on the side of the mountain. There's writing all over the wall. Shadows of us are still dancing in every room and every hall. There's snow falling over the city. You thought that it would wash away the bitter taste of my fury and all of the messes you made. Yeah, you think that you got away, but I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the ground. You'll see my face in every place, but you can't catch me now. Through waiting grass, the months will pass, you'll feel it all around. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but you can't catch me now.
What are you doing here?
I had an assignment in New York, and I thought, I don't know, I haven't seen my dorky assistant forever.
What, Taylor wasn't home?
You're so funny. Get your sexy butt over here.
If the tide takes California, I'm so glad I got to hold ya. And if the sky falls from heaven above, oh, I know I had the best time falling into love. When Emma falls in love, I know that boy will never be the same. 'Cause he's the kind of boy that you can't put down. Like if Cleopatra grew up in a small town. And all the bad boys would be good boys if they only had a chance to love her. And to tell you the truth, sometimes I wish I was in love.
And the way you're playing that girl.
What? Are you talking about Haley? Is that what this is about? Peyton, she means nothing.
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin goes turning into something beautiful. But you know I love you so.
You know, I try to understand why you would do this all to me. You must be insecure, you must be so unhappy, not knowing my heart. Hurt people, and we both drew blood, but man, those cuts were never equal. And I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long.
We're not brothers.
Gonna hold you,
We're not even friends.
gonna kiss you in my arms.
I actually wish you weren't gonna leave. 'Cause you're one hell of a basketball player.
Away from home.
And because you're my brother.
Gonna
He ain't heavy, man. That's my brother.
Can you really go to jail for not cleaning your room?
Nah. But the guy next to me got 10 years for not eating his peas.
I don't believe you.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That got me.
So like once if it was good, twice if it was better than
I will always be there for you, Haley. You'll always be my best friend.
Drink you spill all over me. Lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home and drives you crazy getting home. The drink you spill all over me. Lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home. It drives you crazy getting home.
You are broken on the floor and you're crying, crying. He has done this all before, but you're lying, lying to yourself that you'll find help, that he will change to someone else. But you're broken on the floor, still asking him for more.
You know, I missed you, Brooke Davis.
I missed you, piece of weird.
Not really sure how to feel about
It's gonna be very interesting to see what they do with the reboot.
way you move. Makes me feel like I can't
So if you've been looking to get into this show, I would certainly do it before the reboot.
I want you to stay.
I can't breathe.
Plenty of time to watch
There's
it.
no room in Chris's ego. Can we go?
There's no way
This is not funny.
they're gonna do this
You're
show
right, it's
without
hilarious.
bringing a good portion of the main cast back. No chance. Maybe there's disputes with like contracts or something. Who knows? But shouldn't be. Boy, his spiral after the injury, pretty interesting looking. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll never leave, never mind. I feel
And then you were gone. Or I showed up at that river court, and you never came. And that was it. Just like that.
Somber eyes, and I'll still see it until I die.
No fear.
You're the loss of
No fear.
my life.
Everybody wants to steal my girl. Everybody wants to take her love away. Couple million in the whole wide world. We'll find another one 'cause she belongs to me. Everybody wants to steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her heart away. Couple million in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause she
They had to give them some ups and downs, right? You can't just let them have a perfect love story.
That was a nightmare that
This is a
summer,
drama,
Mom.
after
You know that. And all those nights I called you to tell you how he was, you didn't
It
come
was
over
pretty
because you
clear
were
it
with
was
some
gonna be
guy.
endgame.
Did you see what you did? You gave me to him, Mom. You knew exactly how he was, and you made me Dad's property.
Oh, I never thought.
Everything he's doing against you, all of this. This is your fault.
If you're looking for Nathan,
Ooh.
if you're looking for a black eye, it's in my fist.
Yeah, we like the tricks, slurping that sperm right off the tip. He was about to bust right off the rip.
I think that
What
you're
the-
afraid.
Yeah. You know what? I
Golly.
am afraid. It hurt like hell the last time I
What
lost
the
you. and
heck just happened there?
I don't want to do that again.
You can't tell us anything if you beat him to death.
Me? A crazy bitch.
He's like, well, okay, maybe one won't hurt.
Before ya was nothing, had nothing. I only had a kiss, a touch, a song that made me cry, and all the drugs I've done, they never got me higher than the first time we met. There's nothing like the first time we met. Tell yourself.
Kind of feels like deja vu.
Not really. You told me to fight for you, and I did. You never fought for me.
And I'm not going to.
How rare and beautiful to even exist. I couldn't help but ask you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I give anything to hear you say it one more time. That the universe was made just to be seen by my eye. And I couldn't help but ask.
Approved. Approved.
They definitely got the friend dynamic down, like perfect in this. Struggles, yes, but eventually you find your way back. Hopefully, sometimes you don't. That's okay as well. But it's nice to have people that go through the struggle. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. That's funny. That's funny. I will say Haley gives good mom vibes, for sure. Absolutely. What do they call that? Maternal? That's the word I was looking for.
Nope, I wouldn't do that.
Thank you. You're the best.
It's wild that pretty much everybody on the show dated each other. Did you kiss? That's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I still do love you. I always will. I just can't trust you. Don't say I never gave you anything. Don't say I never gave you anything.
actually took a pregnancy test this morning, and it was negative.
Okay. Hey, it's fine. We'll try again. You okay, right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nope. I'm fine. It's classic, isn't it? I'm sure we've all used it. Breaking inside. I'm good. I'm fine. What are you asking? I'm good.
Those are my sketches.
I wasn't looking.
This is personal. All right, I don't read your diary.
I don't have a diary.
No. Dear
just
diary,
like,
my daddy
I'm
doesn't
leaving.
love me. P.S. Stay out of my stuff.
I think
Good old
everybody
Metallica.
knows that Nathan and I got off to a pretty sketchy start. Nathan, mutual hatred sound about right?
Worse.
Yeah. You see, then a funny thing happened. Haley, she showed me that you can find the good in everybody if you just give them a chance. The benefit of the doubt. You know, sometimes people disappoint you. Sometimes they surprise you. But you never really get to know them until you listen for what's in their hearts. And that's what Haley did with Nathan. That's what we should do for them. So for you skeptics out there, prepare to be surprised. So this is to my brother, little sis, in law, and in love.
All is well in the world. All's well that ends well. What a wild journey.
Who's gonna go thrift store hunting with me? Lucas, who's gonna go buy bad music or like to the campus lost and found and claim dumb stuff? Who's gonna do that with me?
Nathan?
Sometimes you gotta learn to let go.
Nice hands.
Nice legs.
Good.
Hey, who's that girl who's
That
always
was quick.
hanging out with?
If this boy came for tutoring, maybe he's trying to change.
Don't say I never gave him anything.
Give up forever to touch you.
It's a classic song.
I know that
Voodoo Dolls
you feel
absolutely
me
nailed it.
somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you.
I recognize that singular logo. I used to have that back in high school. I got bought out by AT&T.
I'll be seeing you.
Give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that
We're hitting all the pairings in this.
And all I could taste is this moment. And all I can breathe is your light.
Heard Peyton driving, just aimlessly on the road, just basically looking to get hit. That was so hard to watch. Oh my gosh. Just running red lights.
That doesn't really matter, Lucas. Because in the end, it all hurts just the same.
The amount of hairstyles that dude had in this show is crazy.
How could you cheat on me with my best friend?
Really all over the place.
Joyriding down our road, lay on the horn to prove that it haunts me.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
The way life goes, I want to speak in code. Hope that
I am not pushing you away, Lucas. I am holding on for dear life, but I need you to need me back.
I love you.
Ooh. That stings every time you hear it.
At your back door, yelling 'cause I wanna come in. One by one, you hang them high.
I killed my brother. The day Keith died, you died. You understand me? My son will never know you. You stay away from my family, and you stay away from me.
Keith back,
We've been having a hard time just trusting him with anyone.
for starters.
Yeah, but you know I give my life for that.
What are you wearing?
Uncle Skills gave it to me.
You're a jerk, Chris.
Careful. That's what Brooke said right before we hooked up. Hey, what's up, Blondie? Oh.
Oh.
Really wanna run around and chase me. I'm not no Travis, baby, not no chase me. I work too hard, can you fucking pay me? I did so much.
Because there is nobody that thinks this thing can work.
I do.
Years ago, and sometimes
promise.
there's no proof. You just
will always
know
be there
you're
for you.
always
I will
gonna
always
be
protect
mine. We're gonna be. I'm gonna love you when our hair is turning gray. We'll have a cardboard box of photos of the life we've made, and you'll say, "Oh my, we really were timeless."
Hey, look who was always hanging out with.
Excellent, 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 excellent edit. Wow, we went through literally all the pairings there. That had something for everybody, basically. This start was wild. That was a wild start to this. It's pretty obvious that Nathan and Haley were endgame from pretty much as soon as he gave her that bracelet when they started to be tutored or whatever. Yeah, it was just immediate. Obviously, it took a while to kind of mature him out of his spoiled jerk, Dan pressure situation, but he found himself. He got there, which is amazing because those first couple episodes, you're just like, this guy's, I don't know if he's redeemable. And sure enough, the writers were able to do it. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Let's go ahead and check out a little bit of reboot news. Ayo. One Tree Hill Netflix reboot. The fact that it's on Netflix, do we think it's a positive or a negative? I'm hoping it's a positive. I mean, they do some great work, but they're also very quick with the pull the plug. You know, it's not going as good as we wanted it to go. Who knows what their, goal is for this? So it could be pulled like really quickly, unfortunately. Means how quickly it'll get canceled? Yeah. Yeah. It is yeah. It's one of those things where it's like we don't really know what metrics they use. Like a show could be in the top 10 globally and still be canceled. So I don't know what arbitrary numbers they use. Like they try to hit a certain amount of millions of minutes, or how many people are watching it, how many people watch throughout the entire season. It's confusing how Netflix works, and it's very hit or miss. So, when you watch a show, and frankly, all of them are guilty of this at this point. Amazon does it. Hulu does it. Like, it is very troubling to be a fan of any new show because you never know. It could get done with the season and canceled. It could get done with the season, then a little while longer, and then it gets canceled before the second season would be announced. And you're just like, oh, I thought we were in the clear. Or it'll just make it a couple episodes and then they'll pull the plug. But it's tricky out there being a fan of anything new, because they are quick to pull it. So I don't know what their goals are for this reboot. If they're looking to capture a new generation, or if getting just a couple, diehard fans into it, if that's going to be enough. First season of One Tree Hill is arguably the best teen drama ever made. It's the perfect confluence of high school melodrama, small town setting, young, these are not my words, okay? Young, hot actors and writing perfectly tailored to the sensibilities of the angsty teen audiences that flocked to the show. In many ways, it was the Summer I Turned Pretty, which is now coming to an end. Indeed. Summer I Turned Pretty, The OC, I think it was on before The OC. All these like teen coming of age, super intense dramas. It's all basically One Tree Hill, which is, I think One Tree Hill was before or after Dawson's Creek, right? So I think Dawson's Creek might have been the proto. Featuring two brothers who compete for everything from basketball to winning the heart of a sensitive and conflicted girl. An entire generation grew up on One Tree Hill, and while it quickly transformed into a sillier series as it went on, that first season will always be a gold standard for so many fans. It's also a good alternative for the Summer I Turned Pretty fans. So if you're enjoying that Amazon series, check out One Tree Hill, the OG. When asked what Netflix took note of getting, Gaiman said it would binge watch that counted, which sucks. A lot of people don't have time to watch back-to-back whole series. Really? Binge watches. That's what they're looking for? If you just watch. Vampire Diaries, My Life with the Walter Boys, The Summer I Turned Pretty, all classic love triangle. Yep, absolutely. That's weird. Binge watches. I used to do that back when I had time. Now I don't have any time. But yeah, I mean, certainly we all did it during the pandemic, but boy, it's more and more difficult the older you get. An entire generation grew up on, Of course, there are plenty of viewers who remained in love with the show throughout its 2003 to 2012 run, created by Mark Schwann. The show was set in the fictional Tree Hill, North Carolina, and ran for 9 seasons, during which time we saw the original cast go from high schoolers to adults, with original cast characters leaving the show and new ones arriving. Now it seems we'll be returning to that same small town for a reboot series that's being spearheaded by former stars Sophia Bush and Hilary Burton Morgan, who previously played Brooke and Peyton, respectively. In 2024, Variety reported that a sequel series was in the works at Netflix, which surely caught the attention of millennials the world over. Yeah, it did. Absolutely. While it's still early days, some details have been confirmed. Original creator Mark Schwann is not involved. That's interesting. Had a handful of screenwriting credits, went on to create the E-scripted series The Royals. Okay. One Tree Hill remains his biggest claim to fame, also represents a dark time for several former female stars and crew members who accused Schwann of assault and harassment. Well, that would be why. That would be why, of course. It began with TV writer Audrey... Oh, boy. I'm going to butcher that. It's either Wachope or Wachope. I don't know which one it is. Who, alongside her writing partner, Rachel Spector, wrote on One Tree Hill. Wachope took it to X, then Twitter, to recount her experience, claiming to have left her job on the show demoralized and confused after ongoing harassment that allegedly included, among other things, unwanted touching by Schwann. Several female cast members, including Sophia Bush, Hilary Burton Morgan, came out in support of her and made their own claims of unwanted touching, I guess we could say, or unwanted harassment. Alongside multiple male stars who released statements of support, much like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Joss Whedon, of course, running a toxic set, One Tree Hill has a complicated legacy. Schwann has since basically disappeared from the industry and will have absolutely no involvement, which is a good thing. Instead, Virgin River and Firefly Lane producer Becky Edwards is said to be the executive producing and writing the upcoming series. I have not heard of any of these shows. I don't know what these are. Burton Morgan referring to Edwards as showrunner. The actor said she was so excited to have Edwards on board due to her talent for female friendships and multi-generational shows. Warner Brothers, who originally produced the series, is also on board. Nice. The new One Tree Hill is a sequel series, not a full reboot. When news of One Tree Hill reboot first broke, Deadline reported that the show would be a sequel rather than reimagining. That didn't work out too well for the recent Frasier revival, which was neither disappointing nor remarkable, but that was a multi-camera sitcom, which felt like somewhat of an anachronism in the 2020s. Teen drama, on the other hand, remains as big as it ever was. Absolutely. Deadline also stated that the new show will take place 20 years after the original ended and would follow best friends Brooke and Peyton as parents with teen children. Still sounds as though there will be plenty of drama, though, as Brooke and Peyton will reportedly face challenges not unfamiliar to what they tackled in the original series, like love, insecurities, and grief. You know what I hope? I really hope that it has the same feel to it. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't feel like... okay. If it doesn't have a more modern feel, people might not go to it that are new. But I wish it would have like a similar feel to like the early 2000s to it. But I know it's 20 years later. I'm talking more like the the cinematography, the lighting, how it looked. It's going to be kind of odd if it's shot in like 4K and just like completely changed. That's kind of where I think a lot of shows suffer, these sequels, is that it just feels different. You start watching it and you're like, this doesn't feel like the old show. Like, this feels like something else. Maybe the writing's good enough to carry it along, but I don't know. It's tough to repurpose the past. It's tough to, rekindle that feeling because all of us have grown up. 20 years. That is a long time. That's a long time. You're in a different place. You have different experiences. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to progress the story, but not make the show feel so different that it has no relation to the other one. Netflix mostly does 4 episodes split into 2 parts, which is awful. Yeah, that's true. 4 episodes a month apart is torture. Yeah, it is. It is. That's pretty awful. Virgin Rivers, 6 seasons. Never watched it, though. Fascinating censoring there. Yeah. I don't know what to do with the censoring, honestly. I'm trying my best. On the original show, Brooke and her husband, Julian Baker, had twin boys, Davis and Jude, while Peyton left Tree Hill with her husband, Lucas Scott, after giving birth to a daughter named Sawyer Brooke Scott. In the new series, then, it seems we'll be catching back up with Brooke and Peyton and seeing teen versions of their kids, who will no doubt navigate all the tumult and melodrama that characterized their parents' high school years. At the time the reboot was made public, both Bush and Burton Morgan posted on Instagram and gave insight into their effort to reclaim the series, following the horrific behind-the-scenes experiences, of course. What if you really can go back home? If there's an opportunity to team with brilliant creatives and build a space where all our friends can show off their talents, our own history, reclaim our turf, honor our fans, sign us up. They're the only confirmed returning cast members, but there could be more. Originally, Deadline reported that Murray, who prior to One Tree Hill played Tristan on Gilmore Girls, had no plans to return following his controversial season 6 exit that arguably ruined the popular TV show. But in August 2025, Murray spoke to Bustle about the upcoming reboot and didn't outright deny any involvement. In a video posted to Instagram, the actor said, "I don't have any updates on anything from that world. I hope if they make it, that they make it for this new generation. You know, I hope that it's about a young group of kids so that this generation of youth can see themselves in the characters." Boy, it's crazy that he is saying that. Oh my gosh. I'm now realizing I'm part of that older generation, looking back and going, I hope they have their own characters. While it's far from confirmation that Murray will be back, it's also not an outright denial. I think it leans more towards denial than him coming back, if I'm reading that correctly. But you never know. Lafferty appears to be committed to his Prime Video show Everyone is Doing Great, with the actor telling Variety in 24, "Professionally, I'm completely focused on finding Everyone is Doing Great, Season 2, The Right Home. Until then, consider me grateful for this moment and cheering everyone on." Interesting. The other big question mark is Haley. The actress also told Variety that she was absolutely open to being part of revisiting Tree Hill, but stopped short of confirming her return. It's so early. No confirmed release date. Interesting. Very interesting. Ranking the seasons. Oh boy. Number 9, season 5. Nathan and Haley are married, but they are far from living happily ever after, as Nathan's basketball career takes an unexpected turn. Why are Nathan and Haley having a bob off? Their son Jamie easily becomes one of the best characters as he's in his prime, but that fades faster than Nathan's dream to become an NBA player. Season 2, number 8, major skip. This season is so bad after coming off season 1 high. There are a lot of good things about it. This is also the first season with Chris Keller, and while he's extremely infuriating, he becomes one of the best characters by the end. Naley, are you kidding me? They would never do that. Season 8, number 7. I'm noticing a pattern here. This is a good season. I love the plot lines, especially the ones surrounding Quinn and Clay. It's also great because of all the unexpected yet amazing friendships that arise, like Brooke and Alex. What I despised is that each week a different person sings the intro song. Just give me Gavin DeGraw. Season 9, number 6. What happened to the original plot of the movie? That's all I want to know. If you told season 1 viewer me that this is how the show ended, I would not believe you. The plot strays so far from the original concept of the show, and there are only 13 episodes, which somehow makes it worse. Not to mention, they bring back random background characters you forgot about. The ref from season 3, he's a dirty cop now. Wow. Season 7. Okay, I'm noticing a massive pattern here. It's all the later seasons after 5. Or after 4, excuse me. Oh, ooh. That's controversial right there. Ranking season 1, number 4. The 4th best season. Absolutely great start to a series. I cannot think of a better way to introduce the concepts, characters, major plot lines. While there's nothing like watching Nathan and Haley fall for one another, there are so many better seasons out there. Yeah, if you're a big Naley fan, season 1's probably not that great because it doesn't deal a lot with it. It's obviously the start's there, but it's not, anything to write home about. Aging is scary indeed. Indeed. Firefly Lane ended after 2 seasons. Oh boy. I'm not saying history will repeat itself, but number 3, season 3, dropped a banger after banger in this season. Haley drops a literal banger, and I cannot think about the show without thinking about this song. The major episode in this season is absolutely heartbreaking and hard to watch. It's also one of the best. All right, what is this?
I never promised you a ray of light. I never promised there'd be sunshine every day. I gave you everything I have, the good, the bad. Why do you put me on a pedestal?
All right, Haley. Number 2, season 6, one of the saddest seasons, but also one of the best. Each of the characters went through a lot of development. I love the way the show was heading. What I did not appreciate, however, was the death of one of my favorite characters. While he was only in the show for a short amount of time, he had some of the most iconic lines and scenes. I wish they'd kept around longer. This is also the last season with Peyton and Lucas, which makes everything better. Whoa. Season 4, number 1. The best season. I will die on this hill. So many great things about this. Firstly, we have Brooke and Rachel's friendship, which is one of my favorites. It's also the entire basketball state championship game, Haley's pregnancy, graduation, major party to end the season, Psycho Derek, who left me afraid to sleep for days, also makes a return. Honey Grove episode, easily one of the best in the whole series. Overall, amazing show filled with drama, romance, tears, friendship, and family. It's one show I can watch over and over again and never be disappointed. Except for season 5 and 2. Major skips. Let me know your thoughts on that ranking. One Tree Hill's 10 most popular episodes all have heartbreaking themes. Oh boy. Remember Me as a Time of Day, number 10. Season 6 finale. Kicks off in the hospital with Peyton in critical condition after giving birth to her and Lucas's daughter, Sawyer. Episode's likely to be rewatched by fans as it features the memorable scene where Nathan tells Haley that he's finally made it to the NBA. For the Naley fans, it's a must-see. Lucas makes a notable guest appearance in Season 9. Pictures of You, next on the list. Season 4, Episode 13, Pictures of You. Striking resemblance to The Breakfast Club. Standout images of Brooke standing in front of a projector with words describing how she's not good enough written over her face. Interesting. Darkness on the Edge of Town, number 8, season 8, episode 11, Darkness on the Edge of Town. Storm hits, putting Brooke, Jamie, and Quinn life-threatening situations. Keeps viewers gripped throughout, especially during the tense moment where Brooke implores Julian to rescue Jamie first. Get Cape, Wear Cape, Fly, number 7. Following the deaths of numerous characters over the series' run, one particularly heart-wrenching death occurs in season 6. Quentin first appears in season 5 as a rebellious basketball player, but soon begins to change his ways and form close relationships with his teacher, Haley, basketball coaches, Lucas, Skills, and Nathan. Tragically cut short when he's shot at a petrol station by villain Xavier, leaving the characters to grapple with their loss. Number 6, One Tree Hill. In 6th place is the show's final episode ever. Fittingly named One Tree Hill, season 9 was a roller coaster, but the series finale ended on a high note with a special anniversary concert. Even Gavin DeGraw returned to the show to perform the iconic theme song. Perfect last scene shows a flash forward with teenage Jamie taking center stage at a basketball game with Haley, Brooke, and Nathan emotionally reflecting on their own childhoods spent in the gymnasium. What more could you ask for? True. Number 5, All of a Sudden I Miss Everyone. Infamous for its season finales, they usually end on a cliffhanger. Season 4, episode 24. Oh my gosh, that's enough to drive me crazy. Every season ends on a cliffhanger? Oh. I get it. I totally understand it, but also no. Main characters finally graduate. They reunite at a graduation party hosted by Rachel, where everyone enjoys their last moments together as kids. Favorite moment that frequently circulates on social media is the girls group dance to Spice Girls' 96 banger, Wannabe. Season concludes with the gang enjoying a game of basketball on the river court, making the end of their adolescence in style. Show must go on. Number 4, the finale of season 3. Packs everything you could desire in an episode. Nathan and Haley renew their vows in front of everyone. Brooke, the maid of honor, delivers a heartfelt speech about love. Episode also teases a pregnancy and sees Dan finally uncovering that his former wife, Deb, had attempted to murder him earlier in the season. Danny Boy, securing the 3rd spot, 11th episode of season 9. Certainly calls for tissues. Dan Scott spends most of the series as the antagonist, but along the way he starts to redeem himself by turning up to rescue Nathan from the Russian mafia. Shocking turn of events, Dan is shot while attempting to rescue his kidnapped son and is later informed that his days are numbered. After an emotional goodbye with his daughter-in-law and grandchildren, a weary Dan is met by his deceased brother Keith as he crosses over. They share a moment where Dan infamously shot his brother in season 3 before they walk side by side into the afterlife together. Who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought we'd all be shedding tears for Dan Scott? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Number 2, Some You Give Away. Coming in 2nd place is season 4, episode 9, titled Some You Give Away. Team manages to pay tribute to their coach, Whitey Durham, revels in their triumph. Haley revealing to Nathan that she's pregnant. Lucas finally declaring his love for Peyton. Mood darkens when Haley's hit by a car. Yeah, we saw that. That was not fun. Not fun at all. Number 1, with tired eyes, tired minds, tired souls, we slept. Season 3, episode 16. Jimmy fires a gun in the school hall, holds a group of his classmates hostage. Jimmy ends his own life in the middle of the corridor before Dan shows up and shockingly shoots his brother, but manipulates everyone else into believing it was Jimmy. It's fair to say that One Tree Hill ranks among the top shows ever. Good grief. That's how he did it? Crazy. Sophia Bush reveals One Tree Hill pay disparity. When asked if she got a chance to negotiate her salary, Sophia said, "We weren't really given the opportunity to do that. They would always tell us we were on the verge of getting canceled so that we wouldn't try." She praised her legal team for standing up for her before season 4. She said, they just said, "Listen, we know none of the girls are making what the boys are making, but you cannot pay her a third of what the woman making the least amount of money on the show is making." They really went to bat for me. However, Sophia's pay increase only brought her salary up under 20% of the male co-stars. "I was finally being paid equally to the second lowest paid woman on the cast, so under 20% of what my male co-star was making on the show." Part of the reason they like to make teen television is because they don't really have to pay young people very much. Because I had been an added character, even though I'd been a series regular, I was essentially told, "This is all we can afford to pay you. Take it or leave it. It's never going to get any better than this." Wow. It was a baptism by fire in the financial space, I bet. You want to work, so you say yes, but when you make money, 10% goes to your agent. Yep. 10% goes to your manager, 5% to your lawyer. Then you have to buy into your union, and you have to figure out how to incorporate a business. Yeah. And taxes. Hello, taxes. Especially if they're in California. Those are pretty high. So, yeah, that's a lot of money just whoosh, immediately gone. I'm sure if you ever looked at your paycheck, you go, "What happened? What happened? Why?" That's interesting. I wonder who the most paid was. I'm assuming it was, Nathan and Lucas's actors, just because they were the original stars of the show. I'm assuming that they made the most. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't have to pay teen actors very much at all. Certainly with movies, it just goes by how well known you are, how many people they think you'll bring to the movie theater. I mean, the most famous example right now is the Superman movie, and how the star who played Superman got paid very little. I think it was like $750,000 US, which is quite low. But he doesn't have a name for himself at that point. So they were just like, "All right, you're just kind of filling in. You're not pulling that many people. Eventually, as people know who you are, you start pulling more people. We'll start paying you more," basically. And they just kind of use that against you. So, interesting. Well, something is going to change, certainly with the new one. She's one of the stars of the show. Literally. It's her and it's Brooke and Peyton. So, makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It is Brian and Justin, Traitor. Interesting. Tend to use clips from season 1 to 3, ignore 4 and 5. This is just because I find the first 3 seasons superior in terms of the storyline. Interesting. I know one franchise famously didn't hire actors in unions, so they have less rights. That's Power Rangers. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're out to make money, right? And they're gonna cheat, steal, do some funny business just to make as much money as humanly possible. And usually it comes at the expense of the actors, because crew, they're protected usually. Sometimes they get jerked around as well, but actors, they really, really stick it to, for sure, unless they're part of the production team or producers or something like that, like Tinley, on and off throughout the series. Never a doubt that they love each other completely. Haven't done a rewatch for maybe a decade, but I have the DVDs. Well, there you go. I think it's time. I think it's time. I mean, the fact that it's open and they love each other completely, that's gonna bring in some drama. Especially if one of them, which I think Brian, if I remember correctly, and I'm remembering reading the information correctly, which I might not. I thought Brian really wanted to just be with Justin. Or was it the other way around? Oh, it might be Justin wanting to be with Brian. Yeah, I think it's Justin. Yep. Justin wanted to be with Brian. There you go. Yeah, feels one-sided. Season 3, Justin's living with Ethan, and Brian never admits it, but is feeling lonely. This becomes a problem for Michael and Ben, who want to spend time alone. Justin picks up things while Brian is not at his house. At the end, we see Brian hired a guy that looks similar to Justin to sleep with. Hello. In House Full of Children, Justin finds out that Brian has paid off his tuition after he realizes it got paid off, and it wasn't his father. He asks him about it, saying he can't accept it. Brian says that a deal's a deal, and he expects him to take it and pay back with interest in the future. Brian also gives Justin his computer. This prompts Justin to also make up with Michael and work on the comic. Trying to buy love, huh? Brian hires Justin to make a poster for a charity event he's organizing, but agrees to pay him $500. Ethan is jealous that Justin's spending time with Brian. Justin tells him not to worry. Day of the event, Justin and Ethan go to the art event with Ethan's friends. Bored Justin leaves and goes to an event at Babylon where he sees Brian. He later leaves. It's why he left with Ethan, wanting a normal relationship. Honestly, it makes sense. I mean, obviously, if you're both into it, it is what it is, right? But if one of you is not into it, that's going to like eat you alive. Like you will not do well at all. Like it's a recipe for disaster. And I'm not surprised Justin took off. What's surprising is, well, I guess it's not surprising that Brian was kind of upset about it. But there's got to be a realization there that the other person just isn't into it. Like, not into the situation. In the show, they have a 12-year age difference. In the first episode, Justin's 17, Brian's 29. Oy, that's its own thing. We'll kind of leave that be. You can think how you want to think on that. Brian takes a lot of jokes for dating someone so young. Today, the legal consent age in Pennsylvania is 16. Okay, well. What do we say about the people that argue this? Brian loves Justin, even though he doesn't say it. He finds himself doing things for Justin he wouldn't for anyone else, and misses him constantly when they're not together. But he still doesn't want to lock it down, as they say. Justin's sometimes into it, sometimes not. So yeah, it was often very messy. Yeah. If half in, half out is not a good way to live life. That's for sure. It's just, especially when it comes to something so important, you know, it's like, it can affect everything. Your mental, your emotional, how you sleep, how you eat. Like, you don't mess around with that stuff. If you're not happy, just, you know, it's crazy. They're in a committed open relationship through most of the second season. After Justin's attack, his mom feels that Brian is the only person that can get through to him and asks Brian to take him in. Justin leaves Brian at the end of season 2 to date Ethan, and Brian has to pretend this doesn't affect him. They get back together halfway in season 3. Justin officially moves in at the beginning of 5, even though they had been practically living together all along. Aside from himself, Brian only loves Justin and Michael. We're not touching those last ones. You might have read it. We're not touching it. I'm not touching it. He nearly does. They nearly marry, but decide it's wrong to change yourself for someone else's happiness. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Which is a motto of Brian's throughout the show. Being true to himself. I get that. Justin and Ethan, recurring pairing. After meeting at one of Ethan's recitals, the two spend a lot of time together because Ethan is more romantic and shows more affection. He breaks up with Brian to move in with Ethan. When Ethan has a concert out of town, he tells Justin not to come, and at the recital, Justin sees Ethan leave with a fan and cheat on him, leading to their breakup. Ooh. Yep, that would do it. Yeah, don't show up. No more tickets. It's sold out. Ethan was a karmic lesson for Justin, teaching him about charmers and that romance comes in different forms. Brian was romantic in another way. He was a siren, I guess you could call him. Lured him in with the words and then absolutely destroyed him, apparently. Daphne approved of them as a couple at first. However, she shows subtle signs of disapproval later. Ethan cared for Justin, but he was more passionate about his music and other people, let's be honest. Cared about his music so much was for the admiration he received from performing it. So he's big into groupies. Spots a fan flirting with Ethan. Ethan and the fan leave together. Justin's suspicious, of course. When Justin and Ethan are celebrating back home, the same fan shows up at their apartment with a bouquet of flowers. Oh no. It's revealed that Ethan had cheated on Justin. Justin breaks up with him angrily and then moves out. Yeah. Ethan and Brian become enemies. They become rivals as Brian attempts to break them up and get Justin back. Brian will never admit it, but he harbors jealousy when Justin leaves him for Ethan, of course. Brian went as far as to tempt him with a business offer to reveal to Justin that he knows who his secret affair lover is, and another business offer to change his mind and tempt him to leave Justin to further his musical career. His second temptation worked as planned and domino affected into more temptation for Ethan, leading him to cheat on Justin with an anonymous fan, causing instead for Justin to leave him disappointed of empty promises. Oh, wow. That's mischievous. After being all, I'm the anti-Brian, but he was worse. Yeah, exactly. He made it seem like it was not open, and then obviously cheated. That's crazy. How come it's never mentioned how traumatic the bashing would have been for Brian? Yeah, it didn't happen to him, so he wasn't physically injured, so he had to watch the man he loves, even though he was pretending he didn't, get hit in the head with a baseball bat and almost die. Early season 2 shows how traumatic it was to both Brian and Justin, and the guilt Brian felt because he believed it was his fault. His friends didn't quite see it because in true Brian fashion, he hid it. But it was shown to viewers. I think I should have probably elaborated, but yeah, this is what I meant. The bashing was brought up multiple times, but nobody within the series acknowledged that Brian had gone through a traumatic event. Of course, us viewers knew he was dealing with some kind of trauma. We all saw Brian's trauma. His friends didn't see it for a long time. The The viewers are the only ones who truly understand how traumatic this was for Brian. Did you watch the first episode of season 2? The shows that shows the trauma Brian went through. I give Justin a bit of a pass because Justin was hurting from it himself. Well, yeah. I mean, good grief. Yes. So it was hard for him to see past his own anger, of course. You're the one that got bashed. But obviously after a while, you know, see that something's clearly wrong, and then you ask about it, and then you find out. I don't know. I don't know why it's never mentioned. Maybe it's just obvious. Showing signs of, you know, not being his usual self. Maybe he doesn't want to go out as much, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know if there were mentions of that, or you could clearly see it. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, ending note there is you can't be half in, half out. You really can't. You got to be all in. It's an all-in sport, if you will. Love. I mean, things like that happen, right? Differences appear. People can be 90% perfect, but that 10% could be the deal breaker. Like, we all have deal breakers, right? We all have quirks and intricacies. The thing is, you have to find somebody that sees past it, is willing to work with you on it. And certainly you have to be willing to work on it yourself and see past their quirks and their issues and everything else. You just got to find a willing participant, teammate. And I don't blame Justin at all for trying to find something that might feel a little more comfortable to him, you know? Brian deals with things in a specifically Brian way, internalizing, but for sure the audience knew. Okay. I mean, yeah, seeing that scene and him rushing over and just, you know, crying and anger, and you can see it. You can absolutely see it. Well, you can also put yourself in his shoes and you would be 100% traumatized. Like, that would not be easy to see. Love can be the world's best thing for someone or a curse to others, obviously, depending on so many different factors. Indeed. It, tough to explain. Tough to explain. You know it when you find it is pretty much the thing that everybody says, right? You know it when you find it. But there's a reason why people drift apart. There's a reason why divorce exists. There's a reason why, you know, people say wrong, you know, right person, wrong timing. That's always a popular thing. It's not you, it's me kind of thing. Like, that happens, certainly. Like, there is a million ways where, you know, you meet someone, you think they're perfect, and then you just realize they're not. But then again, the newsflash is nobody's perfect. You just have to find someone that's willing to deal with your imperfections. Yeah. He kept the white scarf covered in Justin's blood. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I never wanted an LDR, but for her, it's worth it. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the beauty of life, right? It's the beauty of love, is that it can make you do things that you never thought you would do. It can make you into things you never thought you'd be into. It can, you know, make you the happiest you've ever been. It can make you the most depressed, sad, just, you know, it can destroy you. It can destroy you. It destroys a lot of people. honestly. But it can also build you up. It can make you a better person. It can make you more ambitious. It can make you more driven. It can make you more personable. There's a lot of different ways it can affect you. And, the thing is, people always, say love is a drug. Love is a drug, right? It's strong. It changes you. You can get addicted. You can, maybe you're a serial dater. Maybe you just like dating different people to get that high. To get that high of that first date. Ooh, nervous, You get that adrenaline, all that stuff. It can lead to commitment issues. Maybe you like to go 90%. You don't like to go 100%. Like, there is so many different ways that people love and experience love. It is very personal. And there's a lot of people out there. Like, quite a few billion, actually. And you never know. You never know who you're going to run into. So if you're feeling, and I felt like this a lot of my life, if you're feeling like, dang, I don't know. Is there anybody out there that's, decent? Is there anybody out there normal? Saying that facetiously, of course. It's not that people aren't normal. You just haven't found someone that speaks to you and that matches you. But yeah, it's very interesting. It is extremely interesting. Turned into a podcast about love. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Welcome back to the Todd Reacts podcast on love. The number is 842. Call in today with your love stories. What is this? Sleepless in Seattle? Sleepless in Seattle, you're on the line. Normal's overrated. That's true. That's true. What is normal? Literally everything about life is completely personal. It's personal. It's different. Nobody's a cookie cutter of another person. We're all different. That's the kind of thing. So what's normal to you might not be normal to me. And what is normal? Who knows? Comfortable? Is that comfort zone? That's probably how I describe normal. Whatever feels like it's in your comfort zone is your normal. I'm assuming that's what that is. And then they also say you're never going to experience life, and life starts after your comfort zone. So who knows? I don't know. Life is confusing. Life is confusing, is it not? Someone can be cloned, but that clone will still be different. Indeed. True. Very true. Not even clones are exactly the same. Now we take a sci-fi turn. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now I'm just pondering on it. All right, let's move on. Good grief. We've talked about love enough. Got to segue into Outlander, I guess. Yeah. Speaking of love, I've heard a lot of people love this show. It's a good transition, right? Heard a lot of people love this show, Outlander. Season 8, final season, I think. TikTok edits to watch before the final season airs. Luke posted this 13 days ago. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm kind of excited. I've heard the theme song. We started the stream with the theme song, if you weren't here live. So let's go ahead and check out just a few. If you do feel like you want to check out this show, there are some things you should probably know ahead. This is, there are a few things. It does have a lot of gore. Do I have this up here? Maybe. Let's see. I don't. That's fine. Some SA, if you know what I mean. Abuse, grape. So just a heads up. There are a few scenes that I've heard of specifically that might be tough to watch. Jamie, Claire, Brianna were all subject to the last one. There's more context on the Biggest Villains link. Gore, I mean, it's on par with Game of Thrones, like blood and wounds and stuff. This is according to Luke. Appreciate it, Luke. SA abuse, similar to the first thing I said. Yeah, I remember I saw one of the scenes just randomly. Like I walked in on it. I was just like, the heck is going on here? Crazy. Like that is a terrible time to walk into a show because you're just like, ugh, this is all this show is? Obviously, it's not the entire show, but it's a weird moment to walk in on. Two branches of the clan? Interesting. All right, let's jump into this. TikTok edits from Outlander. Final season. Very, very quickly approaching. Let's jump in. Also a great theme song. If you heard it before the stream, it's phenomenal. I just about blasted my eardrum off. I hope yours wasn't affected. There'll be context to some of the villains. I don't know if I can get through all the links, but we'll try to get through most of them. Prequel. Dang. So what you're saying is it's successful. All right, so a bit of a time jump there. I've seen some travel videos of Edinburgh. It looks great. It looks awesome. Certainly the Scottish Highlands. Beautiful.
And they were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Phrases of the rich are here.
Isle of Skye. Beautiful.
They love me out in France. In the hood, I'm good, I'm stamped. Every day I dress all black. But some 900 bags. To the East Coast double that. On my neck a bubble bag. On my wrist new Cadillac. Cause I all don't wanna bag. Little bitch, I'm a superstar. These hoes wanna fuck my car.
One for each spoon.
You want 12 children?
Why not?
I want my baby.
Shoot for the moon.
Love you like your son.
Like our own son.
We thank you for bringing young Ian home to us. I couldn't say
Life was a bit muddier back then. That's what I noticed in all these shows.
to fill this house with our children.
A lot more dirt. I do know there's time travel involved here.
I was born on October the 20th. In the year 1918, that's 200 years from now.
I believe you, Sasaki. Might you have forgotten him? With time.
That amount of time doesn't exist.
Sometimes it's doctor, healer, a witch. I'm not afraid of what they call me. That's what I was born to be. And will be till I die.
It's pretty wild the amount of years there.
Dougal, then?
Ken, for a woman, you do ask a fair amount of questions.
So I've been told.
They get jealous of each other, start arguing about who I'm going to swipe first. Can you believe it?
I believe your left hand gets jealous of your right. That's all I believe.
It's me,
Epic the musical, yeah.
Claire.
I always remember this song when it's in the edit.
Take it your real name's not Mr. McTavish.
Perfect fit, indeed.
A nom de guerre, as it were.
Feel like?
It's Fraser.
What's up, Cookie?
Jamie.
They call him Lipton.
I'm James Fraser.
I will say, the time travel in this makes it, like,
I was a husband.
really interesting. Like, it's got
Yeah,
everything
well,
you can
that's
want. There's some harsh scenes in there, as we went over previously, but
Look like you.
I think
thank you to
overall
take
it
your
makes up for
hands
it.
off my wife.
Cause she a freak. I told her that I'm celibate, ain't fucking about a week. Psych, bitch, I lied, you can rock me.
Jamie, perhaps we should all go
Tell
inside.
that trollop to keep her name out of my business.
Trollop.
She's my wife, and you'll speak of her with respect.
Trollop.
Cease. The two of you. You're very beautiful, but I cannot lie with you.
One of the lasses, well, she is disappointed because you have a very nice,
Use real historic events. Cool. George Washington. No way.
There's the dog.
I think I may need the whole hound.
Hair of the dog. Oh, this one. In there.
Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in.
You are my home now.
No wonder you're fond of her, Uncle. She must be a rare comfort to you.
Yeah. She keeps taking me in, so I suppose she must be home.
That is a bit of the stereotype,
What
isn't
about
it?
him?
I can fend for myself.
No, you're hurt.
Wait, let me have a look at that.
Also, back then, I don't know if water was safe to drink.
You can't sleep out here. At least come to the room.
Certainly not
It's
well,
warmer.
but other than that.
The man I grew up with, who loved me for 20 years, isn't my father. My real father is some 6'3" red-headed guy.
Family
built
tagline
from the
even
18th
includes
century.
whiskey in it. Sounds like a pretty good family to me. I do like a nice whiskey.
We lost our child. By the grace of God.
It's kind of weird going from only liking mixed drinks to just drinking straight up whiskey. It's a weird transition there.
Because of that, we will live forever. You and I.
Andy wanted to talk to Grandad.
What did you name her?
Brianna.
One thing I've always
Any other man that does.
Bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill them.
Stop quoting the Bible, it doesn't suit you.
Please hinder my movements.
You get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it. Like a proper French
Hinder my
courtier
movements.
out of you yet. Another bleat like that and I see to the other side of your jaw.
I'm dead. One of the sass deaths. Yeah, I'd bet. Seems like he has a lot of those good one-liners.
Max! Is it really you?
No, it's not the boogie woogie bugle boy.
I can't believe it.
Come on, lass. You have everything you've ever wanted. I don't resent you for it. But I must do what I must.
you cannot resent me for that either.
Nothing could ever make me resent you.
If you could see him now, you'd be proud. Well, you'd think days you'll be. Your funeral was beautiful. I think I heard you coming.
Very much seems like that one character that is not the star, but everyone kind of glues onto him. It's in the prequel. It's good. Season 5. Dang. It's too bad.
His name's Fergus. Oh, actually, it's Claudel, but we agreed that was not very manly. Fraser. Mr. Fergus. Claudel. Fraser.
Dang. All right. Showrunners did you dirty. I wonder if they're in the writer's room just like, let's extend it a little further. It'll hurt more. I don't know why, but I just picture writers just like, yeah, this will get them. This will make them teary-eyed. I don't know why it's so aggressive. And we're going to get them together, and we're going to kill one off.
That's the beautiful thing about healing. You don't have to do it on your own. People who love you will carry you. Sometimes, without even knowing it. They help mend a heart they didn't break.
We have some exciting news. You're with child. Oh, I'm very happy for you both.
Toast!
No, stop. No, I'm not with child. I've invented something.
Finger bones. Oh, this is wonderful.
You've become like a sister to me. I've not been a sister to you? Yes, of course you have. You don't think I can when a woman is with child?
Not certain I am. I think I must have danced with every girl in the province. All of them looking to secure an advantageous match with Lord John Grey, no doubt. It is the social event of the year. Grab the girls and you grab a couple more. You all can meet me in the middle of a course, and the air is thick. There is nothing in this world or the next that can take you from me or me from you. Do you disagree? No. Because it won't do you any good if you didn't. Won't it be today's Hassan? Blood of my blood, assassin. So what do we say? And it is the truth.
Outlander.
That's wild. How many years they've been doing this? I can't even imagine doing a show for that long. At that point, it's basically like a job. It's like a 9 to 5. It's literally a career. 2013, good grief. Wow. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love and also check out the channel. There will be other videos there you might enjoy. Wow. They have been doing this for quite some time. What, 12 years at this point? Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and look up some information here. Kind of run through these as quickly as humanly possible so we can get to them all. Outlander is a historical fantasy television series based on the book of the same name. Premiered in 2014. Claire, English former World War II military nurse in Scotland, who in 1945 finds herself transported back in time to 1743. Good Lord. There she encounters, marries, and falls in love with, in that order, a dashing Highland warrior named Jamie, a tacksman of Clan Fraser of Lovett. Here, Claire becomes embroiled in the Jacobite Rising, attempt by Charles Edward Stuart to regain the British throne for his father, James Francis Edward Stuart, took place during the War of the Austrian Succession when the bulk of the British Army was fighting in mainland Europe. Interesting. 16-episode first season. The television series is based on the first novel in the series, Outlander, and was released as 2 half seasons, with the first part being aired from August to September and the second part from April to May. Second season of 13 episodes based on Dragonfly and Amber aired from April to July 2016. 13-episode third season based on Voyager. 13th episode fourth season based on Drums of Autumn. 5th season based on The Fiery Cross. 6th season of 8 episodes based on... Oh my gosh, imagine getting 8 episodes. You'd feel robbed. You'd feel robbed after 13. 5th season of 12. 6th season of 8. 7th season, which consists of 16. There you go. Now we're back up there. Based on the end of A Breath of Snow and Ashes, An Echo in the Bone, written in my own heart's blood, and elements of Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. Released as 2 half seasons. First half, June to August 2023. Second part from November to January 2024 to 2025. Prequel, Outlander Blood of My Blood, which will focus on Jamie and Claire, parents. Okay. In January 2023, Outlander Blood of My Blood was officially confirmed for a 10-episode first season. Outlander was renewed for a 10-episode 8th and final, scheduled to premiere in early of 26, which will be based on Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, and parts of the upcoming 10th and final novel. Ooh, I like how they're doing that. I like how they're doing it. That's great. So far, it's been 7 seasons, 91 episodes. Yeah, look at this. What the heck is going on here? 16 episodes, 8 each, split. Then 13, 13, 13, 12, 8. Oh, this was pandemic. Gotcha. And then 8, 8, 16. And then 10 for the final season. Wow. Production location, Scotland, Prague. Czech Republic, England, Cape Town, South Africa. Season 1. All right, let's do kind of a quick rundown here. Claire, who had been formerly served as a nurse in the British Army during the Second World War, her husband Frank are visiting Scotland, where she is carried back in time to 1743. What would you do if you all of a sudden woke up and found yourself in 1743? Anywhere. That would be very terrifying, honestly. By the Stone Circle, it's no Tay Forest Park, she falls in with a group of rebel Highlanders from Clan Mackenzie, fictionalization of the real Clan Mackenzie, who are being pursued by government troops led by Captain Jonathan Blackjack Randall. Randall turns out to be Frank's ancestor. Jacobite rebels are led by Dougal Mackenzie, war chief of the clan. Clan Mackenzie suspect Claire of being a government spy. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely probably seems out of place. Retain her as a healer, which prevents her from attempting to return to her own time. Knowing that the Jacobite cause is doomed to fail, that's weird. She tries to warn the Highlanders against the rebellion. Yeah, she kind of knows the future. Blackjack Randall suspects Claire being a Scottish spy, tortures her, plans to drag her to England for trial. Oof. Claire befriends a healer. Jamie's captured, tortured, and raped by the sadistic Randall, but Claire and his clanmen rescue him. Just a little taste of that first season. Oof. Ooh. Prequel getting a second season as well. Wow. Even more content when the show ends. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's how you can tell it's popular, when you're getting content after. Like before the show ends and then guaranteed after. I forgot to look at this. Rotten Tomatoes. Look at those scores. Oh my gosh. Pretty dang high. And the 7th season, 95. It went up. That's rare. Masterpiece, impressive depth. Sexy and smart and stirring. Does for 1743 Scotland what Downton Abbey does for 1912 England. I will say the ratings aren't super high, but I don't know what Starz... Clearly Starz enjoys it. Like, they like it enough to keep it going. These might be good numbers on Starz. I'm not exactly sure. Or Showtime, I guess. No, it's Starz. It's Starz. Cable provider Comcast moves Starz from its basic cable packages to an a la carte option. This occurred 5 days before the premiere of season 5. Look at this. All right, so the ratings went up. People were talking about it. Went up, went up, went up. Season 5 dips because they moved it to a la carte. You got to pay for the premium stars. That's interesting. Yeah. 1.5. It was going up. Dang. That's brutal. First 8 episodes averaged more than 5 million multi-platform viewers. Very interesting. James, Scottish soldier, landowner, well-educated, knack for learning languages, raised to be the future Lord of Lallybroch, natural leader. First meets Claire on his return home to Scotland from France. Nurse, later a doctor, time traveler. on a second honeymoon in Scotland with her husband, Frank, inadvertently travels 200 years in the past. Primary and sole first-person narrator of the novels. Compassionate but medically ruthless. Quick tongue that tends to get her into trouble. We got a little slice of that in the edits, for sure. Brianna, second daughter of Claire and Jamie, did not know the story of her true parentage until the man she had thought was her father, Frank, had died, and her mother took her to Scotland, where she told Brianna and Roger about her journey through time and her life with Jamie. Roger, adopted son of the Reverend Reginald Wakefield, his birth parents, Jeremiah and Marjorie, were killed during World War II. His father's plane went down and his mother was killed in the London Blitz. By 68, he was an Oxford Don and one of the youngest professors at the university. His life changes forever on the day that Claire and her daughter, Brianna, arrives on his doorstep with a research project concerning a group of Highlanders during the Jacobite Rising of 1745. Ian Fraser, youngest son of Ian and Jenny, most commonly referred to as young Ian to avoid confusion with his father. Very much a product of the many and varied influences in his life. His strong Scots self-assurance allows Ian to be the best of those influences and molds himself into a dominant but not arrogant individual. My favorite Outlander couple will return for season 8, but I desperately hope their tragic book story will be cut. Ooh. Thrilled that two of my favorite Outlander characters will be back for season 8, but I'm desperately hoping their tragic book story will be cut. This will be the final season of Outlander, so it's the very last chance for characters who left the series in the previous episodes to make a final return. I have my fingers crossed that we will get a handful of cameos. Naturally, Catriona and Sam, Claire and Jamie will be returning for season 8. That's probably not surprising. As well as Richard Rankin's Roger and Sophia Skelton's Brianna. We can also expect John Bell to return as more for one more season as the newlywed Ian and David will have to continue as Lord John Grey. Unfortunately, actors like Tobias, who played Frank, have said that they won't be available for a cameo. Interesting. Fergus and Marcelly will be back. Back when filming in season 8 began in March 2024, Domboy and Lyle had returned again to play Fergus and Marcelly. The pair were shown in costume on set. Joked about very old cast members returning for the final season. They haven't been seen since season 6. Wow. Fergus is Claire and Jamie's adoptive son. Really hope Outlander cuts Fergus and Marcelly's tragic book story. Uh-oh. They established a print shop in Philadelphia during the events of An Echo in the Bone, which translated over to the beginning of Outlander Season 7, Part 2, Since the TV show cut their involvement out of this period of Jamie and Claire's lives, I expected the series would completely ignore the tragic events that befell Fergus and Marcelly. However, now that I know that they're returning, I fear we'll see the disaster play out. In the book, the print shop was burned down and their son died while trying to escape the fire. This was their little boy we saw in Outlander Season 6. He's a beloved member of the Fraser family, and his death, falling from the print shop roof while his brother Jermaine tries to save him, is almost too tragic to accept. Ooh. Final season. Anything goes, maybe? Oh, that could be brutal. Outlander can make Ferguson Marcelly's season 8 story so much more interesting. These characters, it would feel strange to have these characters brought back only to put them through something terrible. It honestly seems like this article was just written to plea with the show writers or the showrunners. Please don't do it. Please. Claire will likely begin exploring her healing powers now that she believes Master Raymond brought her daughter, Faith, back to life. Perhaps it'll feature a version of the tragedy, but a happier ending, as Claire uses her power to heal the son. Or the coming episodes may lean on another aspects of Fergus's book story. Revealed that Fergus is the son of a time traveler. Ooh. So long as this couple isn't being brought back to break my heart. Well, expect the unexpected. It is the final season. Lord John Grey, English soldier diplomat, age 16, meets the infamous Jamie Fraser before the Battle of Prestonpans. And the two do not meet again until he becomes the governor of a Scottish prison. They form a tenuous friendship, which soon becomes complicated by the fact that Lord John has fallen in love with Jamie. Murtaugh, Jamie's godfather and companion, shot by a militia. Murtaugh fell on his feet, swore an oath to her that he would follow Jamie always to do his bidding and guard his back when he became a man and needed service. Occupation blacksmith. Every major character death in Outlander ranked by emotional impact. Oh, cool. People can actually vote. Angus Moore's sudden collapse post Prestonpans. Emotional power of his death lies in its unexpectedness. Surviving the battle. A moment captures the random cruelty of war. Certainly. Claire's desperate attempts to save him. Devastated reaction to his death. Rupert Mackenzie's noble end after Culloden. Death by execution. Oof. Following the battle carries a symbolic weight that extends beyond the character himself. One of the last surviving Highlanders from Jamie's original group, Rupert's final moments represent the systemic destruction of Highland culture that followed the failed uprising. Oof. Despite his betrayal, Rupert's final act is to protect Jamie by not denouncing him to the British. Murtaugh's last stand, final moments during the battle, capture everything fans loved about him, fighting to his last breath to protect his godson. One of the most devastating blows in the series. Murtaugh represented old Scotland, honorable, fierce, and unwavering in his commitments. Faith Fraser's heartbreaking arrival and departure. Tragedy unfolds in season 2 as Claire suffers devastating pregnancy complications while Jamie is imprisoned in the Bastille. Yeah, that would do it. That would absolutely do it. That's rough, no matter what. Frank's untimely accident. Frank's death carries a different kind of emotional weight, one complicated by the show's unique time travel premise. Claire's first husband, Frank, represents the life she left behind, and his passing marks a definitive end to Claire's 20th century chapter. Colin Mackenzie's poignant farewell to Clan Mackenzie. Played the quiet authority. Degenerative condition has been part of his character from the beginning, making his death a long-anticipated moment rather than a shock. So he was on his deathbed. Malva Christie's tragic end and its ripples. Murder, discovered by Claire, attempts to save her unborn child, creates ripple effects that tear through the Fraser's Ridge community. Claire implicated in the murder. Ooh. Dougal Mackenzie's fatal family confrontation overhears their plan to poison Prince Charles to prevent the doomed uprising. His unwavering loyalty to the cause forces a fatal confrontation. Blackjack Randall's final battle. One of the show's most complex emotional moments. Most notorious villain. His brutal torture of Jamie in season 1 left psychological scars that reverberated throughout the series. That's the scene I saw, unfortunately. Ugh, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Effectiveness of Randall's death lies in how it intertwines with Jamie's healing journey. Gaius Duncan's dark demise in Jamaica. Beheaded at Jamie's hands in Jamaica comes after a revelation of her murderous obsession with changing history through sacrifice. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Final confrontation with Claire in a cave surrounded by skeletal remains of her victims. Whoa. Malva's death was hard to watch. She was raped by her brother and then killed by him when she tried to get help. Oh my gosh. Claire was blamed for the death. And Jamie was blamed for the R word. Oh my gosh. Oof. There's some really interesting storylines here. Good Lord. Oh. There's definitely a few scenes, apparently, that are really hard to watch. But the rest of the show, apparently, is extremely good. Ranking 16 of the show's villains. We're definitely not going through 16. Geneva Dunsany, forces Jamie to sleep with her, essentially raping him, under the threat of revealing his secret. No, that's not essentially. Threatening to reveal his secrets and bringing him harm to his family if he doesn't comply. Yeah, no, that is what it is. Governor Tyron. Look at that smirk. Helps Jamie and Claire get settled in North Carolina, but there are always exceptions attached. Forces Jamie to wear a red coat at the battle, ultimately driving the conflict, which leaves the man's beloved godfather dead. Oof. Loghaire. Enamored with Jamie, early foe of Claire's, as the young woman takes issue with the object of Highlander's affection. She puts a curse on them and their relationship and even makes a pass at Jamie. Tom Christie, a foe of Jamie's. Malva. Villain in the sense that she made false claims about the Frasers. Malva seems to be a victim of circumstances rather than more so than a bad person. Dougal. Mostly well-intentioned regarding his nephew Jamie, but he's strategic as well. Buck, illegitimate son of Dougal and Gaius, excuse me. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Blackjack is one. That's not surprising after what we just learned. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely Stephen Bonnet, pirate. Scarcely be trusted, charismatic nature appealed to Jamie and Claire, aided in freeing him from the gallows. Ultimately didn't pay off as he robbed the couple. When they decide to take the next step in their relationship, a night of exciting first turns into a dark memory as the couple has a spat. She returns to her inn only to be graped by Bonnet. Oh my gosh. The event leads to a lot of pain, upsetting uncertainties as Brianna eventually discovers she's pregnant, but unsure of who the father could be. Oh boy. Then in season 5, kidnaps her in hopes of fostering a bond and meeting his potential son. Thankfully, he stopped when Brianna's rescued, and he's turned in for his crimes. Oh, she gets to deliver the final blow with a bullet to his head. Wow. Oof. Good Lord. Biggest and baddest of them all. Yeah, I would say so. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Main characters ranked. Number 10, Frank. Number 9, Roger. Complicated feelings about Roger. He's better in the books, apparently. Came around in season 5. He's not the actual worst, which is something, but he'll never be one of the best characters. Number 8, Fergus. Doesn't get much screen time. Unique and interesting characters. Relationship with Marcelly is the best since Jamie and Claire got together. Number 7, Brianna. Started off shallow, a little annoying, made great strides, developed remarkably. Reconnecting with her mother, meeting her real father helped develop immensely as well. Number 6, young Ian. One of the best character arcs of the series, goes from a bubbly young boy with an adventurous spirit to a hardened warrior struggling with his identity and value of his life. Show does a great job of showing that the fun sweet boy is still in there, just like when Jamie and Claire tell him about time travel, but that it's buried under his trauma. Number 5, John. Out of doubt, one of my favorite characters. Witty responses are so beautifully coupled with a deep emotionality like few characters can manage. One of the most integrally weaved characters. Relationship with Bree was fantastic. Number 4, Marcelly. If anyone is the new Claire on the show, it's Marcelly. Strong-willed, independent, loving, emotionally intelligent. Truly one of the best characters. I want to see more of her. Her marriage to Fergus. Number 3, Marta. Character we've been with the longest, other than Jamie and Claire. Not putting up with your crap attitude is so much fun. But covering a very sweet soul and an emotional connection to Jamie and Claire. Really comes into a new era in season 5 as the leader of the Regulators. Presence will be sorely missed. Number 2, Jamie. Not surprising. The man himself. Almost impossible not to love him at first sight, with those beautiful eyes and the wry wit. But it's incredible moral sense and loving heart that makes him truly remarkable. Before he marries Claire, we see just how disastrously charming he can be. Jamie's lost a little of his idealism in later seasons, becomes more selfish. Not for himself, but the people he loves. Makes mistakes, stubborn, temper, get in the way. Number 1, Claire, our incredible heroine. We wouldn't get this amazing journey if it wasn't for Claire. She's our introduction to the epic adventure of time travel. Also stubborn and has a temper. Moments of vulnerability show so much of who she is deep down. Much like the man she loves, still manages to do some good with her life, though she's deeply broken. Finally finds Jamie again. She risks all once more to go after the man she loves. In the end, she's a wonderful character who's the driving force of the show, always made better by Jamie, and of course the relationship is central. Indeed. Bonnet's death was poetic. Yeah, considering the fact that Brianna got the final blow, that's got to feel good. It is brutal, obviously, but I'm sure a lot of people were smiling when that happened. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on to the next one, the final one of the night to kick off your weekend. It is JoongDunk Out of Context. Let's go. Obviously, we've reacted to quite a few JoongDunk videos. Oh no.
จะมีงานประกาศรางวัลครับว่าไป
โอ้มามีครับมามีครับผม วันนี้ผมเป็นมามีไหมวันนี้เป็นมามีหรือว่ามาม่า
อยากเห็นเขาถอดเสื้อมากเลยครับ เจ้าเหรอ จะมาเป็นลูกเขยบ้านข้าหน้าตาหล่อแล้วออกกันเราแข่งหน้าสนใจพ่อไหมเราดูแบ็คครับสนใจพ่อไหมชอบกินดังเงียบๆครับ
Oh, that word choice.
เพลงโรแมนติกครับ
That was during a sponsored event too.
รันเวย์ทุกที่คือรันเวย์นะครับผมเป็นแฟนกันแล้ว
Everywhere is a runway.
นี่ว่าเจ้าชายของแอเรียล
เอริก
เป็นเอริก
เพราะอะไรฮะ
เพราะว่าเขาจะอยู่ข้างบินไปใช่ไหม
เขาขี่พรมมา
แล้วปุ๊บพรมเสียเขาตกลงน้ำจุงตกลงน้ำกลายเป็นแอเรียลจุงกลายเป็นแอเรียล
These idiots. Shout out to Jace that put together the information for the JoongDunk document. Appreciate it. Shout out to all the mods for helping with the links you saw today.
ตอนแรกเป็นแมวแล้วโตขึ้นเป็น
Luke, of course. Rocco Kitty.
เสื้อผ้าประมาณนี้ใช่ไหม
ฝากตัวละครแป๊บนึง
ก็เลยออกมาเป็นแบบเสื้อผ้าสไตล์น่ารักแบบนี้ไม่มีคาแรคเตอร์
ใช่ครับผมก็มีคาแรคเตอร์เป็นเห็นกล้องไม่ได้สองรักฉันรับไม่ไหวเธอมีหนึ่งใจให้ไปเป็นสองรักทั้งเขาและฉันฝันไปหรือเธออยากถามถ้าเป็นเด็กดีของพี่ดังต้องทำอะไรบ้างครับต้องเชื่อฟังใช่ทุกวันนี้ผมก็ทำอยู่แล้วไม่จริงอ่ะ
We could go pop all the champagne.
Joong might just be the main character, is what I'm gathering. And they have such a good sense of humor. They can play off each other extremely well.
California, we could have omakase in Tokyo if you wanna. Hypothetically, we could do anything.
Where's the first place he looks? Look at that look into the camera. Literally looked at the camera like, you see that?
อยากเห็นดังถอดเสื้อครับอะไรนะครับ มันไม่เห็นอยากเห็นทั้งหมดอยากเห็นหมดเลยอะไรนะครับผมอยากเห็นใช่ไม่อยากเห็นทั้งหมดข้างหน้าใช่
มองทะเลก็เห็นแต่ดังมองรีสอร์ทก็เห็นแต่ดังขณะกินข้าวก็ยังเสียงดัง
Joong has no filter at all.
ต้อง
冻结那时间，冻结初遇那一天，冻结那爱的脸，冻结吻你那瞬间，我也
Keep an open mind.
Pretending like he didn't
but
know
you
the
need
cameras would be
together.
there.
Lucky numbers 69696. What do you mean? Only for you. Only for me?
Oh my gosh. The mermaid. Oh no. When in Rome, as they say. When in Rome. Not the broom in the dustbin. Oh, I see a bottle there. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Oh.
ร้านนะคะนำติดตัวมาเลยนะคะเพราะว่าเราต้องออกจากฮอลล์เลยนะคะขอบคุณค่ะ Please bring your belonging with you when you come up on the stage and have photo
โซเชียลคือเสียงที่นี้เนี่ยคือต้องเข้าใจก่อนมันไม่ได้มีอะไร18บวกเลยจริงมันก็18บวกแล้วคือมันเป็นยิงเยอะขึ้นไปคือในความมันมีความจักรจี้ด้วยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็เลยแบบก็เลยแยกไม่ออกเลยว่ามันเสียวหรือว่ามันจักรจี้ใช่สอนช้าๆสอนดิไม่สอนดิไม่เห็นภาพอ่ะอะไรนะไม่เห็นภาพสอนดิเอาเลยฮะเฮ้ยไหนจริงเหรอ
The shippers don't have to do anything. Like literally they just have to watch and then it writes itself. Literally just writes itself.
เมื่อวานน่ะกูนอนใช่ป่ะกูก็ฝันถึงดัง
This man is living fan fiction. Yeah, exactly. He writes it. He writes it, he lives it, he breathes it.
ไม่ใช่อย่างนั้นเราก็ล้มก่อนชนะไงล้มก่อน
ไม่ต้องมีอะไรก็เป็นให้ก็ได้นะฝันดีนะครับ baby จุ๊บ love you hey yo good afternoon yeah here we go let's go baby 4 3 2 1 yeah man
Watch a new messiah, 'cause your theories catch fire. I can't find your silver lining. I don't mean to judge.
Oh, gotcha.
But when you reach your speed, the fire and enough is enough. I'm covering my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. 'Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to
Oh my gosh, look at the amount of photos that one person's taking. One of these are going to be good.
also hot because of my man my man
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Wait a minute. So when you do this, I assume you line up and you walk behind them and you stop at whoever you want a photo with. So if you walk by a bunch of them, you literally are rejecting a photo with them. I don't know if I'd like that. If if I was Joong or Dunk and just saw people like just walk by me, I'd be like, "What? I'm not good enough? I'm not good enough for a photo." I would take that as such a slight. Or do they just zoom out and capture everybody? I guess they probably just capture everybody. That's why they just grope each other instead of paying attention? Yeah, I suppose so. Mm. That's so amazing. I think that about sums it up, don't you? Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Let's get to that document. Let's figure out what they did in Rome. There's the link. Oh boy. What happens in Rome doesn't stay in Rome. Filming for DYTD has started, and there's already been an onset injury. Ooh. Gun handle bang, eyebrow split, boom. Oh my gosh. You see that? It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Definitely got a scar now. Yeah, I would say so. No more accidents. Pray for eyebrows. Dare you to death. Footage from set. Oh boy. Leave it on your face. It makes me feel 300% more attached because every time I look at my own face, I'll think of him for sure. Dang, they're getting like physical, like wildly physical. And I guess that happens. Obviously, you hear it about action movies and action stars. They always get hurt during these in one way or another. On his Insta, Joong shared with the fans, "Well, I'm about to be admitted to the hospital, but I'm resisting my body because I work every day. Every morning my heart is fighting, but my body will be broken. I have to fly abroad. I have university exams. I still have to go on set. I've been sleeping very little for a week already. I can feel it. My body is telling me it's overloaded. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha." Dunk also shared this around the same time from set. "No sleep gang. Dare you to death." They had their first fan meet in Rome. Kisses in front of the crowd. Oh boy. And apparently there was a bite. Oh my gosh. Oh. Joong supporting Dunk. Make some noise. Bro again. Oh no.
Baby, take my hand. Bro.
Not the bro.
Baby, take my hand.
Vampire Dunk, indeed. Using work for personal gain. Here's the slow motion thank me later. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, internet. Don't do this. I still haven't figured out the internet here, unfortunately. We have dropped some frames, so if you notice anything weird about the playback, it's probably that. Oh, come on now. Oh. Quick, quick. Oh, boy. They're insane. That person in the back having a good time. I didn't see that guy. I didn't see him the first time. That's funny. Let's see if I can pause it. He's smiling so much. Well, that escalated quickly. What's up, Pokey? That's the Italian translator, MC. He's just like, how do I translate this? Oh! How does he translate that? MJ and MD.
I like Iron Man. Oh! What is that? But my MJ is MJ is not for my room because you just defeat the purpose. Just do it, bro. Bam. Next question. Yes.
Next question. Whilst in Rome, Jung posted a picture of Dunk asleep. This photo caused absolute chaos. All right, let's zoom in. Let's get investigative. Sleeping with the lights on, huh? This is what Jung did? What's this? What's that? Interesting. Just These photos were followed a while later with a reveal of what the package actually was. Oh. Face cream. Prickly pear face cream. Not him doing that. He then deleted the original photo and changed it to the zoomed in one instead. The fandom was in chaos that day. More romantics. Hotel room chat.
ครับผมตอนนี้ก็เป็นเวลาที่2ของอิตาลีนะตอนนี้เขียนเบาๆตอนนี้น่าจะ6 โมงเช้านะครับตี 5ของประเทศไทยก็ Good morning นะครับ everybody ก็สำหรับทริปนี้ก็เป็นทริปที่ดีมากนะบ้านเมืองสวยมากอาหารอร่อยมากแฟนคลับน่ารักเกมสนุก
Food super delicious,
ร้อง
not
เพลงสนุก
surprising.
มากครับโดยรวมแล้วดีมากๆนะครับ
He's such a troll.
ใคร
Yeah,
เดียวเรายัง
absolutely.
ไม่ได้ซื้อ
He knew
ข
what
อง
he was
ให้ตัว
doing.
เอง
He knew.
ถ้าผมพรุ่งนี้ผมตื่นไว้ผมก็คงไปซื้อของเด็ก
There's no. He was waiting for those
ผมจะส่ง
comments.
ตัวเองแล้วไม่น่าจะไหวเหมือนกันแบบวันนี้มีโอกาสได้กินไวน์20 ปีอะโอ้โห
20-year aged wine.
รสชาติแบบฝาดอยู่พอสมควรแต่ก็ได้ก็ได้อยู่นะเป็นว่าเป็นประสบการณ์แล้วก็อะไรดีนะไม่รู้จะเล่าอะไรแล้วอะอย่างแรกนะครับพูดถึงโรงแรมดีกว่าโรงแรมสวยมาก
I can tell the hotel's beautiful just from that headboard.
น่ารักประมาณสีเขียวมีรูปปลายเตียงแบบนี่ Hi Hi What's your name?
He's literally writing it right now.
Me Jessica Oh good name ก็ครับผมก็มานี่ก็โรงแรมดีโรงแรมครับผมตอนนี้ก็ Jessica Oh good Me Jessica Oh good name ก็ครับผมก็มานี่ก็โรงแรมดี
Jessica. What do you do in your spare time? This doc is over 100 pages now. I did see that. I was scrolling for quite a bit.
Spend time and I'm watching movies.
Oh, okay.
I listen a song.
Okay.
And sing a song. I go to karaoke. Do you have karaoke in the room?
Yes.
That's true. I think they have karaoke everywhere. Already. Let's try and spend time with my bro. Yeah.
Anything with MJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, free time, right? I like to ride the horse. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Apart from riding the horse.
They're pretty good sports for the fans.
I like to read what you guys write to us.
They kind of
Like,
go
even
with
though
it,
maybe
which is
it's
amazing.
your Messages, lovely messages, or some maybe write fanfics, right? I see them, guys. I see them. It's not a secret anymore, guys. I see your guys' imagination, and you guys deserve an Oscar. Yeah. And you know, he also wants to be like a writer and also a director. Yeah. In the future, maybe direct some movies. And, Susu, bro.
Bro. Tourism photo dump from Dunk. All right, I'm interested to see what these look like. Gelato, classic. You have to. You have to. That's a great photo. Just imagine. Just the background behind you is the Colosseum. Your life, your rules. Good caption. Good caption. Nice. Very nice. Day 1 in Rome from Joong. Wow. Bro really dropped the best for last. Oh boy. I'm absolutely amazed by his editing and photography skills. The color grading and rendering is phenomenal. Truly makes this picture look alive. Gucci. Wow. Breaks neck. It's just stunning. Save the best for last. Talking about a scene in THK, Heart Killers.
You fight with the boss. That's lady, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, you know?
I mean, they probably watch our series, right?
I'm sorry. I forgot that, sorry. The last scene was difficult, but because like we like shoot it so like late. It's almost 4 what? AM?
Yeah, 4 a.m.
So 4 a.m. It's almost morning. And I cut my hands. You know the scene that I grabbed the, grab the wine, wine but glass. I hold it so strong. So it's broke in my hands. And then I broke it, and then I push him. And then I run away from the scene. Oh my God, what's happening?
No, and you know what the funny thing is?
What's happened to my hands?
All that happened during the practice set, you know? It's not even...
Oh, jeez.
It's the practice one.
So sad.
Yeah. It's very sad. Because if you got that on camera, man, that was like, real blood. You know, I was like...
It's like that scene in Django Unchained where Leo DiCaprio like smashed his hand and he was just bleeding all over the place. And they just went with it.
I see red. Red. Oh, red.
Red into purple.
Then like I hit my legs to the corner of the table. And then I was like, oh. You know?
I mean, they probably watch our series, right?
I'm sorry. I forgot that, sorry. The last scene was difficult, like because like we...
It's so funny. You know, they probably watched it, right? Would you be friends with your THK character?
If your characters were real people in real life, would you be friends with them?
No. Please away from me.
Friends, no. For style, definitely not. He might steal your car, bro. He might get your car, you know? Yeah, so probably not. It's
No.
like a red flag like that.
Yeah. And Fadeo, I don't like to be a friend with him because
he might shoot you.
He's a terrible dancer. And he has something like, bad taste. And he would kill me. Yeah, And he's totally red flag, right? Yeah.
Black flag.
Black flag? Yeah. What is that? What flag is that?
Black flag is like pirate.
Yeah, pirate. And Pirate of Caribbean, do you know? Oh.
Classic. Duncan June's. I'm sorry, what? It's a classic troll. Day 2 in Rome picks. Ooh. I don't think I've ever taken that good of a photo. It's always the last slide. That last one's like an album cover. Little beer and pizza. Okay, okay. That's a great shot. Excellent shot right there. Last day in Rome. That's got to be bittersweet, right? Some wine. Obligatory thirst trap. Good Lord, look at the size of that. That is a Magnum bottle right there. It's a 2010 something. He said 20 years, so it's probably 2015. Look at that cork, though. Oh, this is a decanter in front of us. Look at this freaking thing. Like right there. That is huge. That makes sense. Huge bottle of wine, huge decanter. Oh my gosh. You know what, though? Look at that cork. Look at how it's falling apart. That's how you tell it's old. Maybe it wasn't kept on its side for long enough. Those pants are wild. Those pants are wild. 2005 for 20 years? Oh, yeah, that's right. What is math? Does that say 2005? Looks like a 1 there. I don't know. Dang, you can pour the whole group that bottle of wine. Jeez. That's awesome. That's really cool. And the fact that there's like multiple people there. There's that big decanter again. Nice. Very cool. I've been mocking those pants all week. Then another BL guy wears them. Bad trend, must stop now. Oh boy. It's here to stay. Last day post 2. Ooh. Oh. Okay. All right. Nice little hotel pool. Little hot tub. Oh, the infamous. He blurred it out. It's blurred. It is blurred out. Oh my gosh. Everyone's talking about it too. Nice edit. Bro is obsessed with the sleeping picture. Vatican. Swiss Guard. Now that is some fresh orange juice right there. Dang, he's got an eye for creative shots. Okay, these pants need to go. So it's like a bunch of belt buckles around the groin area and the hips. Is that what that is? I hate to do this, but let's zoom in. Yeah, that is exactly what that is. He was taking a lot of pictures of it. Needs fire. Indeed. Needs a lot of fire. First Count also had an event in Rome, which resulted in this pick and Joong's comment on it. 90% legs. Oh my gosh. What is going on with this photo? What in the clown world is going on there? Is this like a fisheye lens? What is this? The boys had their 4th anniversary. Thank you, amazing fans for 4 years of incredible support. Love and unity keeps us going strong. Here's to many more years together. That child grew up and became you. Wow. Yeah, you can definitely see the baby face leaving Dunk for sure. That's funny.
Happy anniversary!
That's nice. Constantly doing things to the elevators, basically. Tara in brackets is Tarek, darling. Oh, okay. Joong talks about the anniversary. Oh, wait a minute. I missed one. Matching items. It's almost like if one buys something, they just buy the other one. The same thing. Instead of one item, they just buy 2 of it. Joong talks about the anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary, guys. Like today, yeah, actually yesterday. Right now it's midnight. Actually yesterday, like it's the first day that I come to this company. I mean GMTV. Yeah, my first time. And also the first time that I met my friend Natasha. Yes. Also, that is the day that like I cast for the series first time in the GMTV.
I thought you said
there's so
friend
many-
and then stared down the camera.
If actually, you know, in this time, in the midnight, if you have to throw back, like, bless me, if I throw back right now in the midnight, we were talking about, you know, how we excited about the series. I mean, like, you know, the Star in My Mind, the first series. Yeah. And just talk about what do you like the what do you like, what do you love to eat. Oh, you like sushi? Oh, me too. You can go eat something. Yeah, kind of like that. That's like the someones who like just know each other for half of the day. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, I'm here for the 4 years.
4 days.
4 years. Yes, happy anniversary, guys.
4 days. What's up, Jeffrey? AirPods actually died. Wow. It was also baby sister Asia's birthday last week. June posted this. Oh my God. Yeah, right around it. 3 hours, 48 minutes. Oh my gosh. Look at the face. That's good. Oh my gosh. It's a great costume. Oh, that's sweet. Heart Killer's Singapore fan meet. Happy feet.
They're so cute.
That's Fidel the dog. Fidel the dog is hilarious. And for Jung's THK character. Cool.
Ah, they're so cute. Ah, they're so cute.
Traveling sound check, etc. Of course, it's not going to allow me to scroll through. Come on now. Come on, Tumblr. Work with me. Interesting. I don't know if I should go through everything because I'm assuming we're going to have more JoongDunk. Airport pics. We'll end with that. GMMTV Fan Day Singapore. September 5th. Last week. What's amazing about the airport is that the night before the airport, I am always just a nervous mess. I'm worried about making it on time. I'm worried about, getting through security within a decent amount of time, not missing the flight. Flight doesn't get delayed. You're just nervous mess, or at least I am. And then the day of it, nervous. Hopefully everything goes right. Get the taxi or Uber or whatever, ride share, get dropped off. Then you get through security, and then all those worries just kind of go away. It's so strange. I don't know why that process makes me so uptight and just a ball of awfulness. I struggle to sleep the night before a flight. Every time. It's crazy. Even though I've flown multiple times, it just always makes me never sleep. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I get through security and it's none of that happened. It's just all right, I'm through. I guess I'm just hanging out. Everything becomes a joy after that. It's so strange. I know people are nervous of flying. They get nervous as they get on the plane and all. That never makes me nervous. The nervousness is working up to getting through security. and then I am totally fine after that. Very weird. But it's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate you being awake for this. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. We are at the 4-hour mark. We made it. I hope you have a tremendous, tremendous weekend. Have fun out there. It's not going to be too fun for me. I am cleaning the old place, so I have to get it done. It'll be done and gone, and then I'll be able to do other stuff. So, a lot of work this weekend. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the merch store, of course, toddreacts.com. Request your own videos, become a member, all that good stuff. And join the Discord. I will see you in the Discord, certainly. Enjoy your weekend indeed. Thanks for being here, everybody. I will see you again on Monday. Monday. I will try to get it up on YouTube immediately. Not immediately, but as fast as I can. Stay safe out there, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.